right, so let's talk about some of the crazy shit that has been happening in the last few days. So 3 days ago, one of I spoke about it earlier in the stream when we were beginning. This is one of the craziest situations in VTubing I have seen yet. Like, a lot of other situations in VTubing are kind of expected, right? Dudes being creepy to women, and demanding the pussy and then getting mad when they don't get the pussy, right? It's just a dude thing that is pretty common with, like, really weird guys. That's kind of expected to happen in the community, right? And then be dealt with as it happens. You know, people being shitty to each other and trying to ruin each other's reputations and careers in private. That happens. But this is very unique. This is a rigger who has been actively scalping models? Like, so this rigger, Needy VT, has apparently been purchasing models, like designs. They will purchase designs and fully finished art from artists for cheap on, like, adoptables and things like that. They will buy a model for, like, let's say 2K. They'll re-rig it with a very lazy rig job. But apparently they're a dog shit rigger too. Apparently they are a very, like, they're one of those riggers who it looks fancy and bouncy and high quality, but if you, like, know what to look for, their rigs are dog ass. And then they will proceed to double the price or more, way beyond any reasonable rig job, especially for the quality of their rigs, without asking if they can even resell in a lot of cases. It's VTuber arbitrage. This is the... This is the next step was to literally start a Ponzi scheme after this, right? 2K for a model, God, I make amazing living, and even that's hard to swallow. Yeah, oh, that's crazy. Like, listen, I've paid a pretty penny for models and art in the past, chat. Never this much. Like, that's nuts. I was born with an inherent desire for the pussy. If women don't give it to me willingly, I petition Elon Musk to get me some. But so... here's the thread. Let's start going through, because there's a lot to cover here, chat. There is a lot to cover here. So, thread of artisan people, Needy VT has affected an info of what she has done. First case, bought a model for $2,000 and resold it for $4,000 without permission. And here's the actual post. Dear Needy VT, you bought my model for 2K, which I was okay with. The issue stems from you charging the original 4K that you didn't pay for. You charged the buyer the original 4K price I was asking for, plus an extra 1K for additional ons you did. I have no issue with you charging extra for add-ons, but I do have an issue with you charging the original 4K that you didn't pay for. If you had charged to the 2K that you paid for, plus the extra 1K for your add-ons, it would have been fine, but that's not what you did. You claimed I said it was okay, but I did not agree to you charging more than it's worth without the add-ons being for the price. The DM of you asking if you could charge more was right after you started adding things on, because like I said, I don't have an issue with charging for add-ons. I did not in any way think it was okay to charge extra for what you didn't pay for that add-ons don't equal. Neither myself nor the person who bought from you is okay with this. I tried getting help from the artist and manager of said artist, but unfortunately, they couldn't help. They did, however, advise me to take it up with you, and you decided you saw no problem with what you did. That's nuts! Hasn't Needy been in trouble beforehand? I feel like I vaguely remember them getting in trouble for a lot in the past. Yes, they have many times before apparently gotten into hot water and said regrettable things and been like but it's always been like small stuff. This is like career killer. This stuff is absolute, like, no one will ever respect or work with you again kind of shit. Like, arbitraging models in the art community with other people's art that you didn't work on, that is... you might as well just be fucking adding AI to them too on top of it at that point. Like, that is one of the most repulsive things you could possibly do in this community. Are prices just climbing? The market just getting more expensive? No. So it really just depends on who you're working with and what you're doing. Like, I'd say the average, like, well, no, 2K is honestly pretty reasonable for the average high-end model. I'd say 2K to 3K for like like everything. We're talking art plus rigging, plus like add-ons, and you've got like V-Bridge or 2. I'd say 2 to 3K is about the. I mean, that's been like that for a long time. I'd say that price has been standard since like 2020. Maybe it was a little lower in 2020 before people realized how much, we're doing more work. Nowadays, people do so much more work into these things, even when they optimize the processes. We're talking about the person who needing some therapy. Yeah, yes, we are. It's wild. My mom got rigged by a guy on Fiverr for $94. It certainly looks like it. But okay, so that's there's more experiences on top of it.
From what I also heard, Needy VT also charges money rigging course. However, the course itself isn't even finished.
Oh, we'll talk about that. We will talk about the Buy My Course arc too. Trust me, there's a lot here. So we have more on this. Let me tell you my own experience. She CCM'd a custom design from me for $135. I got it for $200. I got $200 for the rush. The request was similar to her model, Fox Galaxy Moon, and I was sure I was doing it for her because we hadn't discussed anything else. When I sent the finished character and asked if it was okay, she said she loved her. But the next day I saw that the character was already for sale for $270. I didn't even have time to send her the files, and I didn't know why she charged extra because she didn't discuss with me. I thought it was just a mistake, but now I see it's not just me. Bro, straight up, was flipping art. Buying a model from someone else. Didn't even have the files yet. Didn't even have them in hand. This is straight scalping. This literal scalping. That's pre-ordering a GPU and then selling the pre-order on eBay. Like, that's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. Holy, man. The hustle. Scalping Arcom slots, yeah. Okay, so continuing on from this. This hurts, and it's not just, it's just so sad for me. I reached out to you to tell you the person selling the model didn't have permission to give assets to you because they hadn't paid me for the model, and they also hadn't been cleared by the artist who made them. You chose to not care or even attempt to dig into that. I cannot believe your intentions were solely good here. You sold the model for 2.5x what you paid for it without permission from any of the artists involved and neglected to checking when I reached out to you. You might have cleared things with the model artist, and I'm glad for her sake, but now there are several other artists who have just had their work passed out without permission. You also never considered the person who made the design, though, all of this, and we're planning to make changes to the design without asking them either. Just overall not cool. I am sorry. Just, I mean, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, it is kind of drop shipping too. No, it's not drop. It's even worse than drop shipping. It's drop shipping and scalping combined together. Yeah, bro was flipping models like it was Oris a gold exchange. Yeah. Also did not ask the original designer for the tiger for permission to resell. I don't want to comment on here because there are some things they should stay private, but it's kind of sad that no one really considers design artists in these situations. I created the tiger to begin with, and no one ever asked me if it was okay to resell for more or edit my work. It's disheartening, especially because that's a big no-no. If I know anything about the art community, editing other people's fucking art is the biggest no-no in the entire world. You do not do that. You do not change someone else's work. It's just such a social faux pas. It's disheartening, especially because as a design artist, you already have people telling you your work isn't worth the amount they sell for. Though I understand your work is also valuable, and people make mistakes, I'm to not ask and make assumptions. Let's be a message to everyone to respect everyone involved, except for Needy V2. Don't respect that person at all. Making my own model, Arthur. Can I steal your model and edit it slightly? Oh my god. Tried to oh my dude, this one's wild. Tried to self-promo in other people's Twitch chats by doing a door-to-door salesman and suggesting what she deems a quote better than their current model, insulting the streamer's current model, artist, and rigger. What the fuck? What? Excuse me? I've kept my opinions to myself about this whole situation, but the more I see about it, the more I feel like I need to say my part. Last year, Needy had made a post about going into people's Twitch streams and trying to upsell or give away models that they deemed were better than the current PNGs or models that the streamer was using. They were encouraging this behavior to others. I quickly made a comment on the post stating this is self-promotion, this is inappropriate, and Twitch is not the place for this. Yeah, that's crazy. Amazing display of disrespect. Yeah. I was met with, that's your opinion. I am helping people. Shut up. I said you can help people on Twitter and on other platforms, but you don't go into someone's Twitch channel and tell them, hey, can I get you something better? It was a back and forth argument, and eventually they made a tweet stating I had ruined their mental health. Oh, shut up. Oh, shut up. This is the classic manipulator, thing of get called out for something and be clearly shown to be in the wrong, and then immediately pull the old, you hurt my mental health! My mental health! My mental health! Shut up. Your mental health can't handle that you were fucking wrong? This is the weirder I've seen around offering help the new VTubers and such. What the fuck? Oh, there's always people like this. I thought that was just an average VTubers don't know shit about anything, but this is actually crazy. Yeah. Maybe the anti-bullying campaigns in schools were too effective. Hey, Otto, your model looks shitty. Would you like to buy a scalp model from me? Although I have an idea, please, can we make a shitty, horrible person bingo card? We could put plays the victim as a space. Oh, plays the victim would just be like the free space. Yeah, I cracked that girl's skull, but have you considered how being called out affected me? Yeah. They were able to sleep. They weren't able to sleep or eat for days. The quote call out hadn't even been 24 hours yet. But because of the post, I was met with a ton of backlash. Oh my god. Yeah. Yep. Weaponizing your community against someone. Cool. I was told to kill myself, and I had no idea what I was talking about. The person had done X, Y, and Z for the VTuber community, and I am ruining a good thing. It's my fault, etc. I had no idea at the time that they were also buying affordable adopts and reselling at a higher price. I'm still very disappointed in this behavior from them. You can help people without putting yourself in a broke situation. There's no reason to spend money on adopts if you are trying to save for vacation. I wish no harm on Needy, but after seeing multiple issues with them, it seems like their behavior will never change. Please do better. Respect the artist and let others have a chance at adopts. It's okay to want to make profit, but it's not okay to act like a hero about it. Jesus. We can't criticize them, Arthur. They're probably autistic, unproven. Yeah. Arthur, I have a model to sell you for 3.5K. Yeah, I got it off booth for $20. No, I'm not telling you that. Why don't you ever do that? When are we getting weaponized? Never. I will never weaponize you against anybody. Do you know what I will? If we have gotten into spats with other VTubers, but do you know what I always tell you guys when that happens? I simply tell you, don't ever interact with this person again. Don't attack them. Don't make comments on them. Don't go after them. Just don't ever talk to them again. Don't watch their streams. Avoid them. Avoid. Because they suck. We have? Yeah, we've talked. When, you know, like, I mean, never people that like were close in any way, right? It was always people like Poppy or Evil Toaster, like people who were huge pieces of shit. And what did I tell you every time? I never told you go harass them. It doesn't work. Harassing people doesn't work, chat. It does nothing but when you harass someone, when you call someone out, when you call someone a bitch like that, all it does, when you send a bunch of people to do that, the only thing it does is just give them ammunition. It just gives them a bunch of ammunition and lets them be like, oh, look at them. They're brigading me. I know, but we can start beef with DJ. That's true, yeah. My dream of being weapon used for petty arguments, though. The only streamer we are allowed to attack is our favorite streamer, Arthur A. Abbott. We should harass Arthur. Arthur had a falling out with his best friend, Pirate Software. Yeah, okay. And I mean, okay, listen. I just kind of want, in that situation, I just kind of wanted to clown on him. I was not telling any of you to do that. I just wanted to do that personally. That was for me. That one, that was for me. Let's see. Needy favoring her friends and letting them buy a model someone else had already paid $2K for the 5K payment for. She did refund this, but this is proof that she deliberately leads people on and then drops them when a better option or friend comes along. That's scummy as fuck. That's so fucking scummy. Holy crap, what? My experience with Needy VT. No one in this thread is to be harassed or witch hunted, and we do not condone it. This is this is us venting how we felt about it since we couldn't come out publicly about it at the time. Back in September 2024 and early October 2024, I had reached out to Needy in regards to her selling her Fox model for 5K USD. We were super excited since we wanted the model so badly, but plus she allowed us to do a payment plan. Apparently, I had reached out at the same time as her friend did. According to what Needy said, they kept backing out of full payment, so Needy didn't think they were serious. Needy had given a TOS to abide since we were interested in the model. This was before payments were made. The TOS was agreed to as shown in the video. We made payments with each equal total of 2K USD out of the 5K owed when her friend was suddenly interested in paying full. Needy knew for 2 months that her friend was interested, yet didn't tell us until we had 2K already paid. Needy told us we had to pay another 1K at the time, which would equal to 3K total for us to 100% guarantee that the model was completely ours and that no one else could grab it. What is this? What is this, a bidding war? What is going on? She basically said whoever made payment first got it. What? Her friend paid 5K in full before we could pay the 1K, even though we had already paid 2K in total to Needy. Dude, someone is already paying for something, they're locked in. That's how it works. We were, we were refunded the total we had given regardless, but overall this was a rough situation that left a bitter taste in our mouths. We never came out publicly about it due to the fear of backlash and harassment from others, since we've seen others get shamed off of the internet. Yeah, this is wild. Like, it just keeps going, too. This isn't it. There's more. There's more. This is not it. There's more. There's so much more. Okay, this one. Needy VT going on live and asking why another person isn't also being attacked and wishing harassers on them.
Crazy. And
as you can see, they also play dog shit video games. Cool.
Mostly, I'm just so bumfuzzled. Why I'm getting attacked and not the original owner who sold it to me and told me I have permission to sell it for higher, and who still owes the previous owner money. Why is she not being attacked? Why is she being quote retweeted and taken up for, and I'm being quote retweeted and called a bitch and a cunt? It doesn't make sense to me. She sold it.
Turn your fucking air conditioner off, you dumb bitch! Holy! I can hear the in the background of your stupid fucking mic. What are you doing? Oh, Joe, my God!
To me, and then told me I could resell it for more. How am I in the wrong? And then when they said, hey, you can't do this, I said, oh shit, really? Let me reach out to the artist ASAP. And I did. And the artist said, thank you for reaching out. You're good. I'm so sorry for all the inconvenience. All is well. You're a good girl. Do your thing. How am I in the wrong? Crazy.
This is such a why am I still getting hate moment. Like, how can you not understand that even if you had permission, you are scalping? You're not upcharging for a skill. You are scalping people. That's insane. Like, what? Needy VT ghosted her 20K giveaway winner for 4 months with no updates, all the while buying more adopts and having her 30K giveaways. Needy buys more and hosts more before finishing her previous giveaways. What? All of this for 18,000 Twitter followers, by the way. All this for that. And like, I don't think, wait, I'm gonna look something up. Hold on. Wait, what's her Twitch? Does she not have Needy VT as her Twitch name? Is this one of those terrible like branding moments where their shit is not branded properly? It's Juliet, I think. Juliet, why? Wait, what? Why would you name your Twitter account Juliet? I mean, your Twitch account Juliet. This is such bad branding. Huh. Did she do a sub? Oh, she did a subathon that started popping her off. Huh. Yeah, okay. So Romeo knows how to find her? Oh my god. Because I was gonna be like, okay, why? Like, is this another case of someone, like, doing a bunch of bullshit on Twitter, and then doing a bunch of bullshit on Twitter and then thinking that that's gonna get them somewhere? No, actually, I guess they've been, like, extremely active on stream for the past few months, and it has actually been, again, they've been growing. Wait, hold on. I need to look at some of these charts. Hold on. Okay, no, I don't think this is botted. I think this is organic viewers. Yeah, these charts look organic. Wait, look at the follower count. I mean, they only really started streaming really hard during this subathon, so, ooh, there was a bit of a... There's some botting... No. She got botted, but then immediately it all got removed. Okay. No, I don't think it's conclusive. I think this might be authentic viewership, honestly. Yeah, I'm thinking that this is probably authentic viewership. I don't think that this is, Yeah, I mean, they do a lot of like giveaway bullshit. So yeah, this is probably authentic. I don't think there's anything hokey or silly going on here. I don't make my Twitter name exact username. I can't how to change it. Oh, you could. I think it's pretty easy to change your Twitter name. But okay, continuing though. But okay, this is nuts though. Sorry, I got very distracted there. This is nuts. 20. You do a 20,000 follower giveaway, and then you immediately shift over and don't do anything before the giveaway, and then do another giveaway. That's so slimy. It's such a slimy growth tactic. As someone who won their 20K giveaway, I didn't have a fancy Twitter, so it's all in the doc. I just wanted to shed light on the experience and get so yeah, it's in the document. Everything that's posted there. Needy buying a design for $200 and reselling it for $270 without permission, which we read that post already. Needy's shit-talking her new rigger's work for no reason, using her old model that she already sold and did not have the right to own or use on stream. Wait, what? What? Excuse me?
This face rigging was so much better than... I don't know what Jupiter was doing. You see this rigging? Look at that fluff. And now look at this.
Yeah, once you sell... bro... Once you sell someone a model, you can't use it anymore without their permission. Like, that's how that works. You can't just, like, I sold a model, chat, that I owned at one point, and, like, I don't bring it out anymore. There's a reason that I don't bring it out anymore. It's because out of respect for that person. You can't do this anymore. Also, to use it to, like, shit talk your rigger? Why? Like, dude, this is your rigger. This is your new rigger. Like, just, if you're not satisfied, talk to them in private. Why are you publicly calling someone out like this?
Look how boring that is. The rigging. Like, come on.
Also, aren't you a rigger? Something that doesn't make any sense to me. Aren't you a rigger? Why did you pay someone else to do rigging for you if you yourself are a rigger that sells courses? If you were a rigger that you believe are good enough to sell a course on how to rig, why are you paying other people to rig for you? That doesn't make any sense.
And look at my expressions. You saw how cute the other expressions were? My mouth barely moves. And when I raise my eyebrows, I look terrified. Hire a different rigger in general that's still, around the same price. My skirt barely has any physics to it. It barely moves. Like it should fluff, Don't know. The shadow on my head doesn't move.
Pause. Very ironic statement to make, ma'am, considering this post. I'm not trying to jump on the drama train wagon, but I was reading through some of NeedyVT's TOS and saw that she deletes shadow meshes and stuff off of models she rigs because it makes it harder for her to rig them, therefore taking away some of the model's depth and design. Very interesting and ironic that you would bring that up.
But also another thing I noticed, my animations are not looped. Like the galaxy disappears. See, the stars are gone. And then boom, it comes back and goes in really fast. I feel like that was quickly done. See, gone, boom, comes in like really fast. It doesn't keep smooth going at the same speed.
God, her recording space is so dog shit. I can hear so much of the background of where she is. It sounds so bad.
Do you know what I mean? Boom, it goes really fast and then same speed. See, same speed.
She's got monitoring on and it's echoing somehow. I hear a little bit of herself in the background.
Gone. Fast and then same speed. That's not supposed to happen. That's when you didn't time your animation correctly. I struggle with that issue a lot too, but it's very fixable.
Who has a worse space for me or her? Her. But what you need to do is fucking go get your goddamn mic worked on already, you bitch. Fuck you.
And then the same thing, I was hoping the stars would be an infinite rotation, but they're not. I think that this one just looks so much better rigging wise, and it makes me miss this model so much. Sadly, I do not own this model anymore.
Why did you sell it? Why did you change your design? Why did you sell it? I don't understand. See, this is another thing that drives me crazy is right? I have just iterated on the same design, right? I've iterated on the same design with different designers. I have not at any point just sold an old model and gotten away from it and changed my design drastically. I mean, if you count 1.0, 2.0, but that was fucking 6 months, 4 months or whatever. So that doesn't really even count, I don't think. But I just don't, I don't understand people who constantly change their designs all the time. I don't get it, man.
Hold it. Also, one thing I really hated, though, was the lean is really disappointing. That is not a lean to me. I paid I don't even know how much extra for this lean, and I can't use it because...
Okay, that lean is dog shit. I will say this, that lean is dog shit. But once again, chat, this shouldn't be talked about publicly. You should send a video of the lean to the rigger and say, hey, man, this lean is really bad. I'm sorry, and I don't want to insult you, but this is not acceptable for what I paid. I really need the different work. Yeah.
It doesn't look like a lean. Yeah, it just looks zoomed in. Look at the hair back, for example. Why?
Yeah, no, that looks terrible. It looks completely unnatural. You want to see what a good lean looks like? Hold on, chat. Let me show you a good lean. Let me show you a good lean. I got a good lean here. This isn't even V-Bridger, too. But look here. This is what a good lean looks like. Right, that's fantastic. Coming for you, chat. I'm coming for you. But yeah, that lean's bad. Hold the lean. Put a girl on. Put a me on. Could I report Arthur for doing lean on stream? Thank God she stopped using those tits at me. I was so scared. Hold the lean? Yeah.
Why does the hair back get so large? I don't know. I'm not trying to shit on Jupiter. I don't mean to do that. So please don't think that I'm doing that.
You literally are. You are. That's what you're doing. That's what you're saying. Why is this conversation being had in public? Why is this conversation not being had in private? What are you talking about? Are you stupid?
I don't mean to do that.
Are you stupid? Also, apparently, when this clip happened, they tried to say it was taken out of context. They tried to say that this was taken out of context. No, context is pretty obvious here. Yeah, please do not take me probably bashing this is me shitting on the rigger. Yeah, what are you an idiot? Me after shitting on someone for 30 minutes, I'm not trying to shit on them. Yeah. Oh my god. Deep dive on needy VT's manipulation tactics and behavior that are textbook gaslighting and blame dodging. Okay, here's a thread of things. A thread on needy VT's manipulative behavior and tactics they use to avoid accountability. Holy, oh my god. Ooh, there's a lot. Okay, there's a lot here. We're gonna have to go through the photos. Okay, number one, victimize and emotional appeal. Needy constantly presents themselves as a victim of a witch hunt and harassment rather than acknowledging that people are upset. They mentioned, quote, I woke up with a lot of people very angry at me, shifting sympathy onto themselves instead of addressing the core issues. They frame criticism as people being hateful, mean, or out to cancel them rather than valid concerns being raised. They also stress the reason I'm always broke is because I spend my entire paycheck on giveaways. The second I get money, I give it away to others, as if past good deeds should absolve them of criticism. Also, this last one is complete bullshit, by the way, for a few different reasons. The reason that you do these kind of giveaways is not of the goodwill of your heart, it is to spread your brand. It is a cynical and gross way of spreading your name and brand by spending a bunch of money. That's what it is. And you're just lying. You're just lying about what the intent is. You're trying to act like you're altruistic when you are gaining something. You're not gaining direct money, but you are gaining the future ability to make money. Because the larger you become as a content creator on the internet, the more opportunities you have to make money via your brand. Brand growth is money. When you do this stuff, when you do these giveaways, it is not charitable. It's not. This is a free gift card giveaway shit all over again. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I woke up. Yeah, here's the some of the quotes. There's a whole witch hunt on me. There are a lot of people mad at me. Yada yada. Wah wah. Blah blah. People are going to play telephone and add on lies. I do believe everything you read. I'm not going to go through blah, blah, blah. You know, the whole 9 yards. These are just more examples of I think what more I can do for you guys to stop trying to cancel me and harassing me. No one's harassing you, dude. They're calling you out on your bad behavior. And you could address that bad behavior and say, hey, I'm sorry that people that misunderstood or what I was trying to say. I apologize and I will do better in the future. And like, there's ways you can handle this that is not just making yourself out to be a fucking victim, dude. Yeah, everyone's so angry with me. R. Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, the reason I'm always broke is because I spend my entire paycheck on giveaways. The second I get my money, I give it away to others. You can see if you're a community that I always have some giveaways active. I know I manage money poorly, but I don't really see how that makes me a bad person. No, ma'am. Oh my God. Oh my God. They're trying to cancel me. Tier 3 months to right-wing grifter. Yeah. Number 2, shifting blame and avoiding responsibility. Instead of owning up to the reselling issue immediately, they blame the situation on a misunderstanding of the artist TOS, even though they admit they didn't check properly. I didn't go check the artist TOS, and it says you can't resell the model without asking, but I assumed since the model had already been sold multiple times that it was fine. Statements, that's not really my fault. You're free to save up and get a custom model of your dreams instead of buying my adopts is an attempt to shut down public discourse and discourage further criticism. The suggested call-out post should have been handled privately, while ignoring that they themselves avoided any kind of due diligence. And here's the examples of that in their statement that they are hiding behind a. Oh, we have so much on like this is only the beginning, chat. This is only the first part of it. We have so much more to dive into. Okay, guilt tripping and manipulation of perception. The repeated, forgive me if for once in my life I tried doing something for myself for my trip, is a classic guilt tripping tactic, making it seem like others are being unreasonable for holding them accountable. Also, chat, I looked at their streaming statistics. They are saying that they needed to scalp models in order to make money for a trip that they're taking. Chat, do you know what they've been doing for the past 3 months? Do you know what they were doing for the months of December, January, and February? A subathon! They were doing a subathon for the last 3 months! What do you mean you need more money? Brother, last time I did a subathon, it brought in more than enough money for fucking 5 trips. Why? How? Who do you think's gonna believe this? Like, a 3-month subathon? Holy shit! Yes, it was the most manipulative type of subathon too. It was the uncapped sleeping subathon. It was the whole 9 yards. They did the whole thing. The whole fucking thing. The pause the timer, like play copyrighted material while you're asleep. Whole 9 yards. But they need the money for something? IDK? Oh my god. By empathizing, I always have some giveaway active. I know I manage money poorly, but I don't really see how that makes me a bad person. They imply that they shouldn't be criticized for trying to profit this one time, regardless of ethical concerns. They even suggest that people should be saving up for their own models instead of buying from them, suddenly blaming buyers for their own dissatisfaction. Here's some examples of that in the statement. Are there howls? Can I make more money? Doing actual content is hard. Yeah. They need some sweet treats. I need some sweet treats. I'm a hungry little guy. Gaslighting minimization. They downplay the severity of the issue repeatedly, calling it a misunderstanding rather than a mistake, which with clear ethical business implications. I made a mistake in judgment. That's my fault for misunderstanding. The phrase "all is well and it will be handled" is used to try and close the conversation, as if saying it enough makes it true, even when people are still voicing concerns. They imply that people are spreading lies and making up rumors, subtly gaslighting their audience into distrusting criticism. You can donate. Thank you for the resubscription. Thank you. Buy my lunch, chat. Yet. And then, yeah, here's the misunderstanding, multiple moments of them. Yeah, misunderstanding just throughout all the tweets. Just it's a misunderstanding the whole time. And then more from a continued. All's well and will be handled. These are just proof of the original statements. Controlling the narrative through blocks. I'm just blocking and moving on is an attempt to cut off dissent rather than engage with valid critiques. They reinforce the idea that blocking is normal, and those who criticize are just inserting themselves into drama, reducing accountability. If you want to talk, DM me. Forces critics into private conversations where there's no public record of what is being said. Blame away from themselves by painting others as irrational haters. Avoid true accountability by minimizing the issue and portraying it as a minor mistake. Control the public perception through emotional appeals, victimhood, and blocking. Preemptively shut down future criticism by making anyone who speaks up seeming unreasonable. It's a classic damage control via manipulation rather than a genuine reflective apology. True. They're not wrong. They are not wrong, Chad. This is actually very accurate to what is going on. And there's more. Oh, it just keeps going. Needy buying a model for $460 and reselling it for more than $500, which goes against the TOS of not selling it for more than the price she paid for. I paid over $500, but it only cost $460, and the TOS stated that Needy VT, why did you do this to us? You are not the victim. Stop acting like you are. I could nearly afford this from you, knowing that you upend the price. I'm pissed. Such a beautiful design. Kai did amazing. What the fuck? Needy falsifying her reasoning for asking for donations, claiming it's for a Korea trip when it was for a Korean person to come visit her. No way. Dude, is she trying to get people to pay money so that her boyfriend can come and fuck her? Is that what's happening here? No. No way. No way. Is that actually? Dude, no way. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my god. Crowdfunded dick down. It'd be even worse if it wasn't her boyfriend and she's just shooting her shot with somebody. Yeah. Top of the board, dude. Hi, School the Bula. Hello. You're making people think you're saving up for 3 months a trip to Korea multiple times, but actually just having someone over to visit you is misleading and bad. Be more straightforward. Oh, God, yeah. So that's another reality that I didn't even think about is that, so she's collecting all these donations, right? She's doing all these resale and the scalping of models. She did a big subathon, and she's misleading people. She's misleading people about how much money is actually going to be spent, right? Because it's significantly cheaper to fly someone to you than to fly out to someone, right? When you fly out to somebody, you're having to pay for transportation, food in a lot of cases, just random things about out and about. It's not just the cost of a ticket. But if you're the host, these are costs that were already baked in usually to your life. Like maybe you take them out to like get ice cream or something. You go out somewhere, right? But for the most part, the costs of hosting someone at your house are exponentially lower than taking a trip to another country. So people are donating under the assumption that she needs a lot of money for this when she probably needs a lot less than she's stating. Oh my God. Needy selling adopts she got in a giveaway for free for almost triple the original price. What? I was just informed that Needy is selling the adopt I just gave away for free. Please do not buy from her. She was being given away. I didn't even spend $200 on her. I spent $75. She's more than just upcharging. I have blocked her after everything that happened yesterday and have no clue. Please don't buy it. She's very much ripping you off and design has been given away. Dude. That is insane. That's crazy. You get free adopts, free designs, and you resell them? Sorry, it broke. Okay, here we go. This is where we were. Needy charging $100 for basic level an incomplete rigging course that wasn't claimed to be in VTuber pawnbroker. Yeah. For basic and incomplete rigging course that wasn't disclaimed to be incomplete. What the fuck? What? Excuse me? It's kind of ridiculous. My experience with so far with Needy VT. I spent $100 to do her rigging class, and to be honest, I have been very disappointed by them. Not only did she lower the price and not tell anyone, they're not even all out yet. You have to wait for more vids. She started selling the course unprepared, and I have to sit on my hands and wait weeks when I already paid $100 fucking dollars. And two, they're as basic as a course can get. I feel like I could be watching a YouTube. Dude, she's actually a scammer. This is legitimate scamming. I could be watching a YouTube video about rigging, and I'd be farther along. Like, if you blink, you drag the eyelid down, and that's it. Maybe there's special effects and stuff later, but I guess that's what they're not even made the video. They haven't even made the videos yet. She started selling random courses without even making the course yet. I feel totally pwned out of $100. I get to rig her model at her schedule, which so far I've been waiting since the end of February. And all these courses. Why selling courses if you're not ready to sell courses? Like, why would you not have the vids made already? And by the way, the I'll be in the VC to help is not true. I have not seen her in VC once, and it's not even $100 anymore. Dude, she set up the Andrew Tate grift server. It's not even $100 anymore. It's $75 to join now. Not to mention, I didn't even get a chance to share art in her Discord server without making fan art of her character because it's required to be a verified artist. Huh? What the fuck? This is insane. Absolute ego tripping? Okay, what is the video attached to this, too?
Crazy.
Not grinds get scam set.
Mostly, I'm just so bumfuzzled.
Oh, this is the video from earlier. Okay, this is just a response to the video from earlier. I see. Okay. Like, wow. Wow! You just can't handle her? She's girl bossing? I feel like these kinds of people actually have some sort of addiction they're funding or something. I don't know, man. An addiction to being an awful human being. Needy buying a model based on Alcuin's history and calling it a, quote, fake mythical creature ghost story. And then blocking the actual Algonquin person, people when they try to educate her on why it shouldn't be made into a cutesy anime girl model. Okay, since everyone is sharing their interactions with Needy, I will too. Without their names, I blocked out, as well as my favorite Needy quote. Oh, rip that girl. She just cast bad luck on herself. And she sure did. She bought and adopt based on a painful Algonquin history and turned it kawaii. When people expressed to her that what she was doing wasn't okay and the history behind the spirit she was trying to sell, she told them they were ruining her sales and messing with her profit. Replying to everyone who wasn't indigenous that they shouldn't be offended on our behalf, but when I showed up and expressed how wrong it was as someone who is Algonquin and was raised with my culture, blocked, post-deleted, post-remade, sale-made, culture ignored. She doesn't care about people unless they are larger than her. She doesn't care about smaller voices. That can affect her. She only cares about herself. Indigenous voices matter. Indigenous culture matters. Indigenous history matters. That's straight, yeah. This is straight fucking evil. Like, yeah, don't be disrespectful to people's culture, man. Like, at whole last meeting in 2026 planning and it's still on Needy. This lady's fucked up. Yeah. Just becoming someone believing in that doesn't mean I do or others do. Same as we shouldn't praise devils or demons in some cultures, but lots of VTubers celebrate being those creatures. In the end, we can't force certain beliefs on others. If someone wants it, to be a Wendigo or a demon or a siren or a Katsune, then that's up to them and their beliefs. To me, a Wendigo is just a fake mythical creature and nothing more than a ghost story, even one of my favorite scary games Until Dawn. Okay, this one, I will say, this one's a little... She's saying it in such a dog shit way. I don't know. This is very conflicting. It's very conflicting. Loki want to see the model before she got her hands on it. Yeah. No, it's not that. So here's the thing. I've heard these arguments before. So initially, this post is kind of framed a little disingenuously. It's framed a little disingenuously to what is actually going on here. It's saying things like Algonquin spirit. It's a Wendigo. Wendigos they did come from Algonquin culture, but they have been universally altered and changed in popular culture. And it's... So if this was some obscure part of Algonquin culture that was being, like, dragged and insulted, I would agree. But the Wendigo is... Like, I don't know if I am on the board with the idea of you are never allowed to use, like the whole, like, if someone came to me and told me, I'm a Christian, and it's really insulting that you use an imp model because that is a lesser demon, and I don't think it's okay that you can do that. I think you should stop. I would call them insane. Right? To the point we have now 3 things. Wendigos, the OG Wendigos, popular culture, and flesh gods, the creepypasta, no sleep stuff. Yeah. Christians are in an entirely different position than indigenous African American, though. I mean, yeah, we were talking about. I mean, it's culture. I mean, it's. I mean, it depends on what you consider, like, between the importance of culture, of historical culture, of a people or religious belief, right? It's a mixed thing because I get this for using Japanese mythology with the creations of monsters, so I can see the reasoning why people could see it that way, but it should never be an excuse to gatekeep from someone's culture. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is conflicting. I think this is very. I mean, she's saying it in a really shit way too. I will say this is like pretty insulting. Like. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I would have to talk to someone from like multiple people from multiple people. See, this is an important thing. I think it's important to speak to multiple people from a culture about their opinions on these kind of things rather than one individual person, because one individual person can have a very extreme and strong feeling based on cultural movements, right? This might have nothing to do with Algonquin culture and have everything to do with like other elements of modern culture. So I would want to do more research on this before. I will say I do not have an opinion on this, I think I will say that I am undecided on how I feel on this. And I would want to do more research and speak to numerous people about the topic before I had an opinion that I definitively set out. Culture and sensitivity is really it's a weird topic because some people from said culture may see that as completely fine, others may disagree. Yeah, exactly. It could be it could be potentially a subjective thing. Would just be people not inherently part of a culture be upset that it's being used because they still believe in it? It does seem I think the main point of this part of the post is that this is a further indication that Needy does not take criticism seriously and will deflect at all given times. Gatekeeping culture risks said culture being forgotten because how much of a big deal people make about it. At times, I personally noticed that a lot of people don't seem to really care and don't do it themselves, but will criticize others for doing it. Yeah, it's a weird situation. Yeah. I think it is certainly something that I think has more layers to it. It has some like multiple layers to it. This line of argumentation is weak as hell. It's one thing to mock an ethnicity, for example, blackface, which was designed to denigrate black people, and it's almost universally seen as bad. If this is like a universal taboo to this culture, I think it's bad. But this could be a sort of reactionary leftist take as well. Yeah, that's my thinking, right, Skella? Is that this might not be related to a cultural norm in Algonquin culture whatsoever. It could be more of a social norms, extreme leftist talking point thing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm basically saying that opinion might be whitewashed. That entire idea, I'm not sure, though. That's the thing. I've not spoken to enough Algonquin people to know or be aware of how serious it really is within a culture. Because I would want to speak to someone who is not terminally online from who has Algonquin descent. That will be what I would want, to have a definitive idea of what a real general opinion is on it, because I do not have interest in taking the opinion of a hyper minority of a subgroup. Of like 10, if there are 10 Algonquin people, if there are like, okay, see, example, if there are 10,000 Algonquin people alive today, and 10 of them are extreme Twitter brain rot people who freak out about things like this, their opinion is irrelevant to me, right? My opinion is, the opinion of the 9,990 people is more important to me, of what is culture insensitive or not within their culture. I remember seeing a guy in typical Mexican garb, a sombrero and all, walking to college campus, and everyone said it was bad, but he was an actual Mexican and they loved it. As far as I know, it is a taboo. It is a taboo from the perspective of non-aligned people. Okay, well that thing. Yeah, if it is, then it is. Yeah. For multiple people, that is absolutely a universal taboo. Yeah, it's interesting. I'd say it's interesting. It's something that this is something that I think is kind of an important conversation to have, and something that's kind of important to talk about, because I know people get very emotional about these topics and they don't try to discuss them rationally and like with an understanding and with nuance, both nuance and respect, right? But okay, continuing on though. Apparently, Needy was giving away these models and designs without even knowing what rights she was giving away, potentially putting the new owner at risk of violating the TOS. Oh my god, what? I guess I should share my opinion on the issue, as Needy VT is how I got my design. Back in June, I won the design from a giveaway done by Needy. I was over the moon. The next 2 days, I did as much research as I could about owning a design. That's when I realized that I had no clue what rights I had. I didn't know what I could do and couldn't do. So I asked. Turns out she didn't know, which isn't a huge deal, and it told me she was more of a platform to help people start VTubing than helping them herself. That's when things started to change. I saw less free giveaways and more selling. This felt off to me, so I started distancing myself. I never unfollowed, however, and I still saw the nice comments and thought it was just too worried. Clearly, I wasn't. Sometimes I thought about how she could be helpful all while not spending money so she wouldn't have to sell stuff. Like holding those fan art events for those small VTubers that never get fan art. Or maybe reaching out to past giveaway winners to see how they're doing. Answer any questions they have and such. To me, support and time and way more valuable. Yeah, they're not. Once again, this is just such an ignorant take to think that she is actually doing this to try to help the community. She's not. She's not. She doesn't care about the community. She doesn't care about people. It is a promotional tour she is doing. She is just trying to promote herself. That's it. That's what's happening here. Became the best friend applications. You had to apply just to be her friend. It was like applying for a fucking job. She wanted to know everything. Here's the tweets. Wait, what? I'm not making best friend applications. That would be so cringe, guys. Come on. However, I really want to treat you guys as more than just followers. I want to get real personal to know my community, parasocial, on a personal level. So I made, this is, holy, this is insane. This is wild. This right here is the craziest thing yet. You're collecting data sheets on your followers? You know what that is, right, chat? She's doing that so she can find out information about people and manipulate them. So she knows who to talk to and who to try to control whenever she needs something. No, this is not a joke. I don't think this is a joke. Fill it out, look it over, follow lots of your bag that had slipped through the cracks. And if I happen to become besties with one or more of you from the forums, then so be it. Link in comments. That also is extremely manipulative right there. Like, this whole thing is extremely manipulative. Like, saying something like that it plays on people's loneliness. And that when this is, I can't believe this woman hasn't been canceled before now. Like, this is wild. This is playing on people's loneliness in order to try to convince them to give you information that they can hold over you. More than real followers is just a red flag. No human can manage that many connections. Yeah. Even a joke this wouldn't be funny. Yeah. I have found one person whose answer I just love and adore. She's now included in the inner circle. Needy's top favorites. Can't wait to spoil her some more. Oh my god. Oh my god? Do I have to explain to anyone how, like, the levels of manipulation that this post is? How does each tweet make this weirder? Like, no, yeah, I don't think I need to explain. I don't think I need to go into this at all. This is very obvious. Like, she is incentivizing more people to join in on giving information to her by highlighting one person while also uplifting that person so that they can make that person feel like they are on a special like friendship height with her so that then she can get things out of them. This is all manipulation from top to bottom. This is starting to feel like a cult. Yeah. They're gonna be sick. This is actually fucking manipulative. Yeah. Really enjoying reading about you guys. I'm learning a lot and seeing you all from different perspectives. Can't wait to read more. Oh, God. Jesus. I guess I've said how I felt. It feels good to know that I wasn't wrong. There were some red flags, but I was so desperate for some support or someone to become my friend. Yep, that's who she's manipulating. At the time, I ignored them. I've got friends now, and I'm happy. I love my design and my design mama. I'm how I want to truly be able to start. This design helped me finally feel like a VTuber. It means the whole world to me. If you read all this, then thank you. I know it's not exactly a call out, but I wanted to share my experience with her. TLDR, she gave me the ick, so I didn't try to interact much after I won. She saw some weird things.
It's not a cult.
Definitely
it's
remember.
a new age family.
Yeah, oh, true. Yeah, you're not wrong. True. And then the last bit in this arc, Needy was also supposedly not allowing the artists who donated their art to her to contact the winners, new owners of the model designs. What? I worked with her before and her VTuber artists for her clients, but would never let me contact them directly. Twitter's a wasteland of people who say stuff like this daily. Man. Now, chat. These are the crimes, and there is, of course, more. There's more on top. I don't even think I need to cover more than this, though. This is enough for you to know that this person is deranged. Well, look what they did. Look what they did, chat. They ran away. They skittered away. They skittered into the bushes. Ran as fast as they could. Yeah, what a shocker. And by the way, they didn't actually graduate. This is them yet again manipulating. This graduation post is just saying, "Oh, I'm not using Twitter anymore. I'm not going to be public on Twitter anymore." To try to get people off their backs and get them to forget that they exist. They're still on Discord and on Twitch. They're still streaming because streaming makes the money, at least so far, but want some rebrand after hiding for a month? Yeah, graduated still on Twitch. That's not how that works. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, chat. Unfortunately, we can't see anymore, right? The tweets are protected. It's all locked down. We're done. We've seen the allegations, but that's as far as it goes. But wait! Wait a second! Chat! We got an inside man. We got an inside man. We got a man on the inside, baby. And I've got a plethora of screenshots that they took to show you. An insider. And I've got all the statements she's made over the last couple of days. You can't hide, bitch. You're gonna have to force unfollow everybody. Delete your Twitter, idiot. Bless chatters. Oh, boy. Oh, we're going into it, chat. We got them all. Let's start reading through these. All right, so this is how it all started. This is how the breakdown started on the 5th. It was this post that began it all. If you're wondering why I'm buying so many adopts when I'm so low on funds, it's because I'm trying very hard to sell them as adoptables with my rigging fee added to make profit. I swear I'm not just wasting money collecting adoptables. XD. Okay, fine, normally I do that, but not this time. Oh. Fuck you, I'm old. Oh, boy. Okay, so it keeps going, though. So, hello, I did say that it's a work in progress and incomplete in the purchase post, and multiple. So this is about the academy, the rigging academy for the riggers. That even though that she doesn't do her own rigging, right? I did say that I was a work in progress and incomplete in the purchase post and multiple repeat posts and Discord announcements that I need to take more time. That I would not open monthly memberships until it was complete and ready, so the memberships would not be wasted. But that lifetime memberships were open if they wanted, because lifetime is lifetime, and they would get the content eventually no matter what. I was open and honest about it not being complete, and to purchase only if you want, so you could kind of see the classes posted live and as a fun process, completely optional, and the course is almost complete. They can rig an entire model now, just without physics. They can do head angles, body angles, mouth, eyes, brows, etc., but no physics yet. That's the next video to be released. So this is her making excuses for why she released a course and then didn't actually release the course. Oh, hey, Arthur, I'm an insider on this one, too. She followed me. Oh, you got it, too? Let's go. Let me know if there's any current posts from the last day that I missed. I see you might want to mention this on your purchase platform as well, in that case, since it's kind of misleading without the extra information. Oh, my God, she didn't put it in on the Patreon. She didn't... Wow, how convenient. How extremely convenient. All right, we got more. Hello, everyone. I wanted to formally say I'm sorry here. From the bottom of my heart, I'm truly sorry. I'm the issue here, and I'm trying very hard to fix. Please allow me some time to do so. I think its best course of action is for me to deplatform. Run away, yes. And I will work on doing that. I'm still going to stream on Twitch as a content creator, and I'm still going to run my academy and work on my commissions. So I'm still going to do literally everything that could possibly make me money. I'm just not going to be on Twitter anymore. I'm just not going to be on Twitter anymore, so you can't say mean things to me. I'll get off of social media entirely for my own mental and physical... my mental health excuse. For my own mental and physical health, and I think it's the best for the community if I weren't in it. You're literally still going to be in it. What do you mean? 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 You're still streaming. You're still taking money from people in multiple different avenues. Why? Do you have brain rot? Do you think that Twitter is the VTuber community? My page will still be up, and I'm looking out for messages for things I need to fix. OFC still contact my rig babies through DMs and continue to work hard on their rigs to deliver quality work. If you're unable to reach out because of a block, just reach out through a friend to unblock. What? What? She blocked people that she was rigging for? Due to being overwhelmed, I blocked things as I read the first line. I'm sorry if some artists got mixed up in that. And I'm really sorry to have disappointed you guys this much. I'm truly very sorry. Please, you are not sorry at all. There's no sorry in this message at all, man. Please know that I'm doing everything I can slowly to fix things. And I hope you find the strength in your heart to wait it out and see that happen. And then I will leave the platform. No, you certainly won't. No, you will be back as soon as you can if you can find a way to worm out of this. Though I'm waiting for some DMs to fix things, I may need to step away for just a few days, so please do not worry if I don't respond right away. I will be back as soon as I can and we'll work things out. Again, I'm just so sorry for all this mess. Yeah, wait it out equals please forget about this. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I stab your kidneys. Sorry. Okay, another one of her fuck-ups. If anyone knows the owner of this design, could you please tag them? I completely forgot who it went to. I apologize, but I owe them some money, and I would like to make that right to them. Oh, yes, the design that they resold for more for no reason. Yes. Oh, and yeah. So but that's the thing. They don't even know who it is. They are such a mill of resale that they don't even know who the fuck it is. You're trying to sell something you haven't even finished paying for? Yeah. It's me. Give me the money, needy. Yeah. Oh my god. Fixed one of many issues, reached out to the design artist and waited for a reply. Model artist is obviously okay. New owner is obviously okay, but I reached out to them anyway about the idea to make things better. Awaiting response. More to come. Be aware. Wait. Yeah, what the hell? This is just so wild. I think it's fixed. Oh, is it finally fixed? The internet's finally fixed? Thank God. Thank God. Yeah, here's the post, by the way. Here's the original post when she was reselling. When she was reselling everything. Yep, and here's when it all started tumbling down. Graduating. I've refunded over 8K to people who would no longer like to work with me or be my rig baby. Wait. I think there's lies here. I think there's lies here. So you did a full-size subathon. You were taking donations, you were flipping models, you were doing all this stuff, and you had $8K lying around to just refund people? How much money have you been banking? Did you really need any of these donations at all? She's rewriting in real time. Notice that her Twitter name is Juliet, but when she went to private account, it was changed back. Oh, really? Oh. Let's see. I understand everyone wants a refund from me because they do not wish to be my rig baby anymore or have anything to do with me. So this is another manipulation post right there. That's more manipulation there of making people feel bad for her. Everyone wants a refund, but I do not allow refunds. Oh, but here's the kicker. Here's the part. Chat. If you purchase something from MediVT, you should charge back on PayPal. You should charge back on PayPal. No, legitimately, if she's refusing a refund and you on your purchase, you should charge her back. Absolutely. Like, this is that, yeah, she is now trying to worm out of, she starts it off with saying, well, I refunded people, but now she's saying, oh, well, I'm not refunding people. Change an order back for trying to scam you? Yeah. I was only allowing this many due to circumstances, and I don't want to burden anyone to be stuck with me. I don't have any money left to refund now. My PayPal is now no longer usable. I'm really sorry. For those who are working, she's probably gonna okay, maybe. I mean, you should still try to charge back, but more than likely, she's abandoning the PayPal. What she's doing is she's abandoning the She probably didn't refund anyone and is just abandoning the PayPal now after draining it, and will just like take the loss and never ever interact with it again. For those who are working on a payment plan with me for a model bundle, if you do not wish to continue payments, that's perfectly fine, and you may keep the designs, but I cannot refund you. I will reach out to my rig babies with upfront on their models until I complete them all, but I won't be using Twitter for anything else or logging on much, nor my business Discord either, named Juliet. So it may take a day, yeah, because you're hiding, yeah, a day or a few days so that to hear back from me, but I'll reply soon. I'm working on pending commissions now. Your model art is still being made through the artist. You can check out my Trello anytime for an update on the spot and line. Once all comms are done and clear, I'll delete Twitter, but my Discord will be up for Academy members as I owe them a lifetime. It was nice meeting you guys, and thank you for the journey. No, you're just hiding. You're just hiding. Do artists and riggers do payment plans, like when you buy a car? Yes, they do. Yeah, that is a thing now. That has been a thing for a while, actually. Design donations are all canceled since I won't be here to post them. I'll edit my adoptable sales too when I get to my PC. It will be a while, but don't worry, I won't sell them unless I paid for them. Anything donated is fully returned. 3K refunded redesign art being stopped out of respect for the Tiger designer, and I'll let the artist keep the money for their trouble. Any other artists, please feel free to reach out in DMs. I'm not really reading the public comments or post much. I apologize. I realize this is seen as damage control. It is, and I'm not entirely sure what that means. But yes, I'm trying to fix. Dude, this woman is so manipulative. It's crazy. This woman is nuts. I'm just trying to make things right. I'll delete all the drama, but I'd like to keep this one up so everyone knows I'm working on fixing mistakes. Oh, so she's literally saying she's going to delete a bunch of posts. The reason I turn comments off at all and I'm not reading public things is just mass blocking. I hope you understand. I'm very willing to speak in DMs privately. Okay, so one random person on... So we in this photo, we have one random person on Twitter, whose account is almost brand new, who just someone who saw it on Twitter and then went to harass you, and then a couple of people calling her a parasite because she is. Okay. Classic manipulator, by the way, to take the worst possible example out of context and saying, this is so bad, I can't, for my mental health. She has a bachelor's degree in gaslighting. Oh, wait, this is not, hold on. Okay, that's not, this is for later, where this is another whiny baby we have to talk about later. But, okay, wait, I've got some more. I was just handed off a couple more.
I look at a lot of Twitch accounts, right? And I have like a number of metrics that I check in my head to be like, okay, well, how successful is this person? And then I'm like, okay, is this organic? Yes. Check mark number 1. Or is this some sort of inorganic growth, right? And I looked at TikTok, 60 followers. I looked at YouTube, 300 followers. And then I looked at the Twitter, and I noticed the following 4,000 accounts number. And then I noticed the 20,000 account number. And then I also went and I looked at the Twitch, and I noticed 10,000 followers. And my little brain started going off. I was like, what is with these numbers? These numbers don't make sense. I think she's batching on Twitter. And then I think that the only way to explain the Twitch would be either powerful connections, but then I looked at the description of the Twitch, and there's nobody. There's like nobody in VTubing is on the suggested list.
Well, she did I was looking at the charts, and the charts didn't look inauthentic unless she's a very good soft botter.
She could be a soft botter.
The curves looked authentic, and she also did a big subathon, so it's possible that popped her off.
Now, it could just be that she's really good at this Twitter shit. Like, and she's managed to milk a lot of people off of Twitter. But it just doesn't make sense.
I did posit it as possible she is a botter. That she is faking engagement, which wouldn't, with someone this morally bankrupt, I would not be shocked by it. I cannot say definitively, because I have seen botted charts, and like I know like what they look like. It could be. I will say it's possible, but not definitive. Yeah. But so okay. So here's the follow up from that post, that initial post about graduating. My Korea trip is short words I use for my Korean boyfriend is coming from South Korea to America to visit me. What? That's not what that is. No, that's not what it is. That's not what it is. You're lying to people. You're lying to people about what it is because, as I said earlier, a trip to go somewhere, is more expensive than someone coming to your house and staying with you. Also, we were right, by the way. She's literally having people pay for her booty call. That's cool. Without telling people what that was, too. I don't think she was very clear about that in any of these posts. Which I don't want to say every single time, but I did say that on stream multiple times that my Korea trip really means this, by the way, and most of my regulars knew that. Okay, you were asking for these donations on Twitter and using it as an excuse for why you're reselling models for more. Like, I don't know what to tell you. For the lifetime membership concerns, they were on sale. The price did not lower permanently. I have the right to make sales whenever I'd like with my academy. Don't little squiggly at the end of that, you fucking asshole. This has been pinned on my page until today and posted on my Discord for temporary sale date. Refund everyone who paid for that course and delete your Patreon. Stop. Get out. Just get out. Actually, you know what? Just get out. Close all your accounts and get out. Like, this is, like, the fact that she is still going to try to make money after all of this is wild to me. Like, the wild levels of manipulation here going on here.
She's been in the community for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, a real long time. I'm looking at this follower list of like mutuals. These are people who've been here for like 3 years.
Yeah. And she's probably shown a lot of these red flags, but been one of those people, you know, similar to the old Poppy situation, where her connections scared people into silence. So this is, Here are some designs I purchased and never got to turn into models, just giving them away, not asking for anything. Obviously, I'm not getting any followers because I'm privated, and I'm not trying to win you guys' affection. I just want to give you these out so they don't sit in a folder.
So obvious what she's doing with this shit. Oh, I gave away $8,000. Who the fuck has $8,000 just laying around?
Yeah, no, I don't
have
believe it.
fucking.
Yeah.
You don't have fucking $8,000 lying around. The reason you said you gave away $8,000 while your account's on private is to get good girl points, right?
Yeah. For whoever, because more than likely she's now blocking. She's just posting these things and then blocking anyone who has any negative pushback.
Blocking
on her
anyone
posts.
who says, "Where's my refund?" Yeah.
And only she's trying to now cultivate a list of who's going to support her despite what she's done here. Because people were probably responding. I assume, are there people on the post responding? Oh, it's so sad. You're getting bullied.
She's. Okay, you want me to check the replies?
Yes,
I can check. All
Check
right.
some of the replies on some of her recent
no
posts
problem.
and see how many people are actually still sucking her ass.
One person who is, as long as I.
Uh-oh, he died, chat. He'll be back in a second, I'm sure.
Oh, hey.
Okay,
I'm
you're
back.
back. You're back now.
Yeah, so the first post was, as long as I can still get you to rig my new model when you get openings, of course, heart. Another person is calling.
Oh? Oh, no.
Now... Oh, hello?
Oh, hello? Hi. Oh,
Are we okay?
Yeah, we're
Hi.
good now.
Hopefully that doesn't keep happening. So one person was calling them out, and then another person was like begging for rigging.
Okay. So
That's what I'm seeing so
it's
far on the most recent thing.
It's not even ass kissers. It's actually just people trying to get something out of her too. That's funny. That's fucking funny.
Oh, here's
my
another
God.
one. Here's another one from a pre-debut VTuber.
Oh my God.
You should take. Okay, first off, you know what? I'm just gonna send you this one, okay?
Okay.
Because it's so fake sweet. It's exactly what you'd expect.
Do you think I would get a discounted rate since she got canceled?
The canceled rate. Here you go.
The no one respects me because I bought something from you rate? Yeah. Okay, let me see. What is this garbage? Okay, Twitter Blue user. Cool. You should take a mental health break, Needy. I'm seeing a lot of negative things about you on X. Please be safe. Take care. Oh, this person sucks. They call it X. Is this even a person? Is this a bot? Are you sure this is not a bot?
I think it's a real person.
Oh my God. Simp. Okay, what is this post also? Sorry, last post, I swear, XD. I keep getting emails and DMs, so I'm just going to post this here. I'll only log on to update you on your rigged models. I have a good day, guys. See you on stream. Let's see. I'm trying to read this.
Oh my god. Here's another one. Here's another reply guy.
2019 reply guy.
Here you go. You'll get a kick out of that one.
Everyone makes mistakes, and you are the only one who owns it every time. Spreading hate and giving death threats is way worse in my book. Everyone is so ready to jump on you every time you make them is wild. Cry face. All right. Let's talk about this, chat. We've got another story. So, Needy VT has basically run away from Twitter. She is basically run away from Twitter. She is scampered away, and she is now in her hug box. She is now in her hug box. So, here's the thing. We covered this story the other day, in case you are not aware. NeedyVT is an art scalper. She was a member of the community for a very long time and has a very long history of being manipulative and extremely I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like a lot of things that she's done. It's a lot. Who? So I'll try to go over some of the crimes of NeedyVT. She bought and sold designs from other creators for more. She would buy a design from someone for $200 and then resell it for $270. Basically scalping and flipping designs, where she once got a design in a giveaway that she then resold. She would go into people's chats and chastise them for their designs and then say that she would, quote, help them get a better design, which is incredibly insulting, right? Like, just super, like, insane levels of disrespect. She once bought a full art mesh and then rigged it herself and then tried to resell it. She paid $2,000 for it. She tried to resell it for $5,000. There's a lot more, obviously. She also started a rigging course. Shit talked her own rigger on stream. And then started a rigging course that she had not actually completed, that was not ready yet. Where it was $100 to join it for a lifetime on the Patreon. And then she, within a few months, reduced the price down to $75 and fucked everyone who paid $100 for it. Well, the course wasn't complete. So, all this came out. It blew up because she basically said, don't worry about me buying all these designs. I'm making money. Oh yeah, and part of this was also that's the last funny little tidbit, is that she did a massive subathon for 3 months and has been accepting donations and flipping designs because apparently she needed tens of thousands of dollars just to fly her boyfriend from Korea to her. Which is, and during that period, she worded it as if it was a trip, as if she was going to Korea to visit him, which would incentivize people to donate a lot more money because, a trip, when you go somewhere, when you yourself fly somewhere, it is always going to be more expensive than coming over to your house. Because you have to go over there, you have to pay for food, you have to pay for travel expenses, you have to pay for tickets, you have to pay for, there's so much, maybe lodging too, if you need to rent somewhere. There's tons of expenses when flying out to somebody. But if you have someone fly to you, you can house them, you can feed them, you can drive them around, you don't have to get a rental car. It's way cheaper. You would make a subathon to fly us to you, Arthur. Which she phrased as her Korea trip. Yep, yeah, exactly. So all of this happened, and she's been in the community for a very long time and been building people have been building animosity against her because of her it's been small microaggressions here and there, but this all came out. The waterfall happened, and she has been labeled as someone nobody wants to work with anymore. So naturally, the refund requests started rolling because she had a big commission queue, and people started demanding that she pay them back, that they don't want to work with her anymore. According to her, she drained her accounts. I don't believe her. I think she's lying. I think that she has squirreled away any of the money that she can and is just going to abandon the PayPal account. Can any VTuber import me from Latin America? I'm cheaper than a Korean boyfriend. So, this is the update. She is now, after everything, playing the victim.
I'm not sure what they think is too far. I know, me losing my job, I thought that would be, probably the furthest part. So
the first claim made here is that I lost my job thanks to them. No proof is given. No one knows what Needy's job was. It doesn't, based on what she did, it would be insane. What she is trying to describe is that someone found out where she worked, called them, and described internet drama about art scalping, and that somehow got her fired. I do not believe her. I do not think that this is true. I think this is another manipulation point. I think that she either A, didn't have a job, or is just lying about getting fired from this job. That this is completely fabricated. She was employed as a full-time Twitter shill.
They just keep going. They're not stopping. Absolutely. They do. It seems they do want me dead. At this point, it's not holding me accountable. Refunding.
There's point number two. Point number two in the manipulation station train is they want me dead. No, people want you out of content creation because you're a manipulative liar. You have escaped.
The American people are tired of women.
You have escaped responsibility by hugboxing yourself on your Twitter. You have protected your tweets. You are blocking anyone who says anything negative about you. And you are still... honestly, this is kind of a bold move, chat. The bold thing is she is still doing everything that could possibly make her money. She is still streaming consistently on Twitch. She is still running her scam course on Patreon. She is still on Discord communicating with her community with a locked down Discord. She is trying to weather the storm. That is what is happening. She is building sympathy while trying to weather the storm and hide from criticism. In most cases, someone like this would realize the jig is up and that they can't grift this any further, and they would delete DFE, they delete fucking everything, and they would leave. Not Needy. She is not accepting the criticism. She is now finding new and interesting ways to be a victim, and is going to try to galvanize what is left of her community into being a honeypot for and open wallets for her, because she is the victim and they want her dead.
The academy and stuff, they want to take everything that I have. I don't have any more left to give. I'm already negative. I don't have anything. My whole wedding now is canceled.
See, again, okay, so more victimization. My wedding is canceled. So your viewers were paying for your wedding? Also, what do you mean your wedding is canceled? You could just go to the courthouse and get married. You don't... It was tens of thousands of dollars really what was necessary for marriage?
My trip is not canceled, but I can't go.
So you see, she once again refers to it as my trip. Let's rewind that a little bit. Not
canceled, but my whole wedding now is canceled. My trip is not canceled. But
my trip is not canceled. She keeps using that wording, my trip. Reminder, it is not her trip. It is her boyfriend flying from Korea to visit her. That is not, quote, her trip. It is his trip.
But I can't go to the resorts. I can't go on the hikes. I can't do any of the...
I can't go to the resorts. I can't go on the hikes. Okay, there's 2 points there we need to address. One, I can't go to the resorts. Wow, so sad. I'm so sorry that you can't go and do a luxury item. Like do something that only rich people do. Go to a fucking resort and get pampered. How terrible. Like, what the fuck? The people who were donating to you probably couldn't afford to go to a resort if they wanted to. Absolutely absurd. The second point is also crazy. I can't go on the hikes. What do you mean? What about a hike costs money? You go to a national park and you fucking walk. You don't have to pay for parking. What is the trail mix too expensive? Is the trail mix too expensive? Is it the water bottles? Can you not afford a compass? Like, what is the map just out of your price range? What do you mean you can't afford the hikes?
The tourist things that I wanted to do, the whole trip is completely canceled because I can't.
I can't even, dude. Yeah, not the gold-plated trail mix. Yeah. Like, the whole trip is canceled. How about you reformat it, you dumb bitch? How about you think of ways that you could spend time with your boyfriend, future husband that don't cost a bunch of fucking money? If you just had to refund a ton of money to people who are unsatisfied with your work because they don't want to work with you anymore, how about you simply reformat it and do things that don't cost money? How about you spend time watching movies? How about you go out to a park? How about you go to a beach? How about you do anything? Like, dude, you tell me you don't have $20 for a tank of gas? Are you crazy? I gotta buy a new pair of shoes every time she walks. Kind of sounds like conspiracy theorists was saying they like there's an Illuminati of VTubers trying to take her down. Yeah, it's not. It's just people aren't satisfied with the way she's acting. My mother went to a luxury resort last year, but she saved money for 8 years to do so. Yeah. Any woman want to get married to me because I can't afford to go hiking in the Maldives? Whole trip canceled, but the trip is already paid for. How the fuck is it suddenly canceled also? Well, I mean, apparently the flight is out is not canceled. The ticket is not canceled. I figured it out. She's getting gang stalked. Mystery solved. Is copulation still free between couples? I didn't read the latest patch notes. Yes, you can in fact fuck for free still. That is, yes.
Afford it now. I mean, he's still coming down. He's already
yeah, see? Look, still coming down.
For the plane ticket, but now you can't.
Which also, by the way, is another lie of like, I already paid for the plane ticket. The majority of plane tickets are refundable up to 24 hours before the flight these days. You could cancel this trip and get a refund for this ticket if you wanted to, more than likely.
Afford to, go out to eat, go out to dinner. We can't afford to do the wedding.
We can't afford to go out to eat and go out to dinner. You entitled motherfucker. You entitled motherfucker. You think you are owed? Do you think you are owed a bunch of fancy meals? Like, she in love with a coin-operated boy? Yeah. Like, what is it? Does she have to put, like, a $100 bill in him for every, like, hour of service? Like, what's going on?
Everything like that is canceled. I was gonna leave.
So that's the Needy VT update, chat. That is the Needy VT update. And I mean, it's going to keep going. It seems that she is bent and determined to try to extract as much money out of her audience as she possibly can and get as many of those types of people who are have oppositional personality defiance disorder to just... Because those people are just exist in droves. Like, people who, like, anything that is just true and people can all agree on, those people will be like, no, it's not true. It's not true. No, I'll support her till the day I die now. Like, this happens with people who get canceled all the time, who do awful things, is they always have a contingent of people who will be there by their sides, supporting them no matter what. No matter what. She could have eaten babies and she'd still have people in her chat being like, you go, queen. Here's a sub. Like, she could be literally eating babies on stream. She'd be like, oh, it's so badass. Here's 100 bits. Hey, I have that. Don't pin her in with us. It's one thing I love knowing how to cook. I can make stuff in the house and it's just as enjoyable as any dinner. Yeah, like, yeah, that's another thing. I'm like, well, yeah, why don't you cook a romantic meal with your husband? Huh? How about you both, what, are you too lazy to do it? Do you need someone else to, does the lady need a servant to feed her grapes? Like...